My health just started to deteriorate more and more. And I just thought, what is going on? I was brain fog, it was bloating, it was low energy, fatigue. And I was trying to battle on with it. And it got to a point where my gut was so bad, I was starting to see physical signs. This isn't just bloating. I started going around to all these leading hospitals in the region. American Dubai Hospital, they couldn't find anything wrong with me. Saudi German Hospital, they couldn't find anything wrong with me. And eventually I was so on the limit of what's going on. I was about to go over to the US to see Dr. Mark Hyman's clinic, $20,000 investment, but I thought I'll pay anything to get my health back right now.
What are you braving in terms of your health? Are there aspects of your health that perhaps maybe need an upgrade? We are talking all things being a health nag in your own life with the two founders of a company that I think is going to blow your socks off. They are the founders of Health Nag, which is not only a supplement company, but they are a community movement across the globe, creating events and also different products. So let's go on a ride with Natasha and Brad from Health Nag on the Brave Table this week. Hi.
Hello.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. All right, we just did an event together, and it was wild. It was big, it was crazy, it was of course, bougie in all the ways. And we talked about some really incredible things, and I kind of want to start with your individual journeys of why Health Nag became kind of the thing that you both migrated and founded together.
Yes. So I'll start from the beginning. I moved to Dubai from London. I'm originally from Estonia.
Oh, from Tallinn?
Yes.
Amazing.
Kind of. Nearby.
Okay, Tartu. I've been there 7 times.
Yeah, so I was born and raised in Estonia and then moved to London. And then from London, I was dragged here in a nice way by a ex-husband. So we moved here together 15 years ago, and my health journey or health obsession entrepreneurial journey started then, because I was looking for things to do. I was a housewife at the time, and I didn't really know what to do. I was truly bored at that time. And by an accident, I came to a hot yoga class. And I loved it from the first sweat. It was incredible. It was just something about the sequence, the environment. I completely fell in love. And that is the time, that is the day exactly when I decided, oh my God, I would love to open more studios like that here in Dubai. And so I did. Long story short, I flew to San Diego, to the US. I did the training of hot yoga for 90 days. It was twice a day we were doing this hot yoga exercise
in San Diego.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
It was quite intense, and I loved it. It was the best time of my life. So I flew back, and straight away I invested into a small yoga studio. That was my first entrepreneurial journey. Now Health Nag is number 4.
Wow.
So there was a lot of
you're a
things.
serial entrepreneur.
Yeah, so I've built a lot of different wellness concepts, but you can literally track my personal interests through the businesses that I've built, because I first I genuinely fall in love with what I do, and then I just create a business mostly for selfish reasons, because I want to have that in my community, and then people just really like it. And the Health Nag is no exception. Health Nag was born in parallel with my other business, which is also another yoga studio that was 10 years later, that is still successful. It's called Drip. And
Drip, that's
Drip.
here.
Yeah, so it's my baby.
Amazing.
From A to Z, I built it, and I was growing it, and we were expanding. And Health Nag was just a health block. And just before the Drip, I had organic food manufacturing that I've built. We've created the first almond milk that we were supplying to Waitrose and Spinneys. That was 10 years ago. We were almost too early to the party. We used to produce the coconut yogurt. Everything was gluten, dairy, and sugar-free. Again, because when I moved to Dubai, there was nothing in Dubai
around health.
And so I thought, okay, I'm going to be the first one. I never raised money for it. It was my own money that I've made in real estate. It was crazy. You're looking back at my life, I don't know how and why. I'm so driven by this, and it's just, I almost don't think, it just naturally comes out. So Health Nag naturally came out of the health blog. I was literally sharing the functional medicine information with everyone to help people heal, because I did. And I was running another business. I never planned to turn it into a supplement brand. That's not what Health Nag is all about. Health Nag is an educational platform. The the first product that we launched was actually a detox, which is a very non-commercial product.
Oh, wow.
It's basically a fasting kit because I fasted for most of my life, and I contribute to a therapeutic fasting, multiple healings that happened in my life.
When you fasted?
When I fasted.
Even as a woman?
Even as a woman, exactly. We can have another
Yeah.
podcast on that because it's a long story. But if you're doing it the right way, in a certain cycle, when you're doing everything else, this is the most powerful immune system reset you can ever achieve, as well as the cheapest stem cell therapy.
Cheapest stem cell
literally,
therapy.
you can drop 5 years of biological age by doing a comprehensive fasting with proper preparation, proper exit, and a certain diet for 1-2 months. You can transform, I personally believe, with certain way and certain protocols, entire body. You can rejuvenate your entire body. So I was basically spreading that information. I was helping people to read their blood results, not to trust conventional medicine, and take their own health issues into their own hands to help people heal. And they did. A lot of them did. And this is why Health Nag became so trusted and credible and non-commercial in a way, because that was all about this information. Then the product came purely to support that information that we were giving for free, right? Like we were just passionately nagging about it. I was personally doing the health consultation as well. We were planning to open the longevity clinic. There's so many projects that we wanted to evolve from.
Yeah.
But then it just became that the products actually that we've created started to change lives.
Did you ever, and I want to stop you right there because,
Yeah, of course.
Did you ever think that, and I want to, there's two trajectories that I want to take, but I think the first one that's really feeling into for me is, did you ever think that, the nagging that you guys would be doing could actually create a CPG brand and
No.
a consumer
So
product
when it
brand?
was, so actually this is how we met with Bradley. Bradley came for a health consultation, which I was giving. So because of my nagging, he actually learned about Health Nag. It wasn't the product. It was me educating people. You should be, like, for example, a lot of, like, acid reflux. A lot of men have acid reflux. And a lot of doctors, conventional doctors, they will put you on the antacids
Yes.
to block the acidity.
Right.
But with blocked acidity, forget about digestion completely.
And then you just have like a lot of bloating.
You don't have pain, but you also don't have digestion. You will not break down any more amino acids and the protein. You will be protein deficient. So this is the stuff that I was educating about. Like, and everyone was like, "What? You need to increase your acidity for acid reflux? What? This is new." And I was talking about this 7 years now. Like, every functional medicine practitioner will tell you the same. But before, it wasn't. This information wasn't as widely available. So Bradley came with his own health issues. We never end up in wellness unless we have health issues.
Of course.
Also me.
I like to say the Dharma, our Dharma kind of informs that.
Exactly. He came, we put him on a protocol, and again, to make a long story short, is that he actually saw that there's incredible benefit to a Health Nag as a community, as an educational platform, and he joined on board. And then soon after, we launched our hero product, which is today Collagen, which is again one of the most powerful anti-aging supplement that you can take. And because I always prioritize the quality and the efficiency, the products that we create really transform people's lives. So that's what Health Nag is all about. It was not let's build a supplement brand. Right. It was never like this.
This is huge, and I love this for all the entrepreneurs and secretly the mamas that are watching this and any queens that are watching this right now, because I think that, I want to go back to your story and double click on that. You were a housewife first.
I was a housewife.
You're a housewife that found something because you were so passionate about it.
And I was so unhappy. It's maybe for anyone else to hear this because it's important. A lot of women just would love to marry well and have everything and have that safety. And this is a beautiful thing, and it's very important, that status quo that is all good. And I had that. And everyone is different. I'm not saying everyone should be doing something, but everyone is really, truly different. And I had everything. And I had the most incredible husband, and I thank him very much for everything. It was the most beautiful marriage. I wish this marriage to everyone. But I was not unhappy. I was not happy because I didn't know what to do with myself, but I only realized it now because knowing, also understanding my astrological chart, like I'm a career person, I need to build. The moment I don't
We
build,
have the same
I
birthday.
get depressed.
I know.
I need
same.
to build, and I was not a builder. I had everything. We were very well off. We were great, thankful for everything, but I was not happy because I was not creating. I was consuming.
Yeah.
I'm not a consumer. I'm a creator. So, and this is why once I realized that, first business, second business, always passion led, always led from true values, you know, never commercially driven. Of course, every business should be sustainable, should grow, but that's not the reason. If I would want to just make money, there's so many other projects I would jump on. I just feel like if it's not emotionally fulfilling for me, if I don't personally believe in this brand, I cannot. Some people come to me and say, Natasha, we'd love to be a partner in this brand. I'm like, does this have this? Does it support community? Does it actually have ethics behind it? And if it's not, I'm out, you know.
Yeah. Well, and that's the true nature of the
course.
July baby, the Cancerian, is the mama bear, nurturing and community
100%,
and caring.
100%.
And so I totally
And I
get.
have 4 planets in Cancer as well,
Oh,
but they're
you
all in
do?
Capricorn houses. So my businesses would always feel like a family business, always.
Yeah. And it has to come from family, community.
100%.
You have 4 houses in Cancer.
Yeah, four planets in Cancer, and for all of those in Cancer, all in Capricorn house.
Oh my gosh.
So the business has to be around the families, community, and the nurturing.
Yes.
This explains my wellness career.
Of course. 100%.
For those who understand.
Our community loves loves all things astrology.
Yeah.
We'll link a couple of those really powerful episodes in the show notes as well. But so Brad, you obviously come from completely like finance, hardcore, and
ex-finance bro.
Yeah, full bro. Can you tell us your story?
Yeah. I say I became more interested now that I'm into the wellness side of things. But similar to Natasha, moved over from London to Dubai, and jumped straight into the finance world. And over here, it was just like constant stress. This is like probably one of the biggest things which a lot of men actually deal with out here. It's just literally like go, go, go. There's so much hustle and bustle in Dubai, like way more than London. And over time, it just started eating me away. Because I moved to Dubai probably like in the best shape of my life. Like mentally, physically, I was like feeling $1 million. And then my health just started to deteriorate more and more. And it must have been about a year and a half I was here. And I just thought, what is going on? I was brain fog, it was bloating, it was low energy, fatigue, completely lost any sex drive even.
Yeah.
And I was like, right, I need to have like a really hard look at myself here. And like trying to like battle on with it. And it got to a point where my gut was so bad, I was starting to see like physical signs. This isn't just like bloating, this is something a bit more, a bit more going on. I started going around to all these leading hospitals in the region. American Dubai hospital, they couldn't find anything wrong with me. Saudi German hospital, they couldn't find anything wrong with me. All sorts of things going up me, in me. And eventually I was so on the limit of what's going on. I was about to go over to the US to see Dr. Mark Hyman's clinic, $20,000 investment, but I thought I'll pay anything to get my health back right now, because this is not what life's all about. I was really like a shadow of myself. Yeah. And it was I think I literally just got a colonoscopy the day before. I was at home feeling sorry for myself, and you can get really lonely in Dubai. Of course. You don't have family, you don't have like your close circle, so things can get really difficult at times. And then I just saw this reel of this lovely lady talking about IBS and bloating. I was like, hang on a minute, this is just like what I've been seeing, all this like information and research which I've seen from Mark Hyman and all these other really good functional medicine doctors from the US. But you don't find that in the UAE. I was like, where can I find someone with this knowledge in the UAE? You couldn't
find a lot of things in the UAE before.
Yeah.
It was it was non-existent. And then all of a sudden I came across this video and I was like, hang on a minute, she sounds like what all these other guys are talking about. So I click on this and I started diving deeper, and this one, and this one, this one. And I somehow, can't remember how, managed to find Natasha's number. I said, right, hi, you're the Health Nag, right? The one doing all these reels.
I even remember this call. There was like a 20-minute call. He went on and on and on. Yeah. I have this and I have that. And I'm like, my goodness, just book a consultation. Come, we'll see you. We'll see what we can do, But it was like, and then when we met, I was just like, I was so compelled to help. It was like, oh my God, because the first protocol kind of helped a little bit, but it wasn't like fully, He came back, he's like, I have still this. I'm like, oh my God, we sat down, we really thought of that. Like we tried a couple of things, maybe trial and error, And at the end, it took us 3 months. So it's like, at that point, I already was like, I don't care about the money. I'm going to fix you. You know, like he already, I think the second time was like, we are not charging this the gentleman. I just felt like, I felt like he's my brother, you know, I want to help him so much. And so that's where we were.
I mean, it was a really strange situation. And anyway, after this kind of first protocol, felt, I don't know, maybe like 50% better. And then there was still, we could still get better and better. And we did a couple more things. And I felt like, not $1 million, but I felt like 80% back to where I was. And it was at this point I took a bit more of a reflective approach on life. And I'm thinking, right, here's all this finance, here's all this hustle and bustle. And I came to Dubai and instantly like very like well off and like, with no taxes here, you think, oh, everything's great. I was like, is this really what life's about? Like earning a lot of money and feeling like crap? No, probably not. So then I got so like compelled by like my own health journey, which I experienced just from this knowledge. And I was like, this level of knowledge and this functional approach to health and holistic well-being, this shouldn't be so goddamn difficult to find.
So like, hard to find.
I shouldn't be on the verge of going over to the US and spending an arm and leg when really I probably needed to start sleeping better. I needed to reprioritize my social life. Needed to introduce some very simple, ancient gut supplements. And all would have been fixed. So that's when I said to Natasha, like, right, you've really got something here. Like the passion behind it, the mission here, it's incredible. How can we make it so someone like me who's dealing with those same symptoms isn't spending an arm and leg to go to the US, but this information is more readily available and we can get this out there. So I was equally compelled as Natasha to think, how can we just help people? How can we just teach people this mission? So I said to her, right, so how are we going to do this? Let's build this. Let's do it. She's, I can't afford you.
Like literally. Like he was like, I want to quit my finance job. I want to come work with you.
You're finance,
I said,
bro.
You're finance, bro. We are not like we can't afford you. And what he said was actually, I don't know. Maybe it's destiny. If you believe in God, universal. He said, Nat, don't pay me, just give me a chance, and just like watch me. I remember he said, just watch me, and that's it. And he came into the business with full force. Again, this was. We were just doing a lot of like health education, we were planning the health clinic and everything. And he gave his all. He brought a lot of masculine energy into the business because let's put it this way, like the business before was running purely on feminine energy, but you need the balance. So now I feel we have this balance.
Place,
yes, chaotic, passionate, no structure, you know.
I can testify to this.
Zero emotions, you know. And every business, no matter what your business produces, what values are there, but it has to be sustainable, it has to grow, it has to have a financial structure to it. And that's what he brought. And I'm forever grateful because genuinely now we are perfect yin and yang. And I'm mostly in the product development. We're still working on incredible products. We want to create more education we want to heal more people. We want to help heal people, right? And this is not our last business for sure. There's 2 more brewing already at the back.
I love it.
At the backyard.
Oh, that's a visionary for you. It's a visionary. And
but Bradley creates a lot of structure. So I'm very grateful for that. Again, this is a perfect example how universe will give you a challenge. But at the end, with this challenge comes a blessing, and that's a perfect example.
It's like giving you what you need in a way. And I want to.
I'm grateful for you.
And this is amazing.
No, I mean it.
It's amazing because I think that, a lot of times we'll talk about Dharma. I have another company where it's called Dharma Coaching Institute, now Highest Self Institute, where we kind of help people with their purpose. And so a lot of times we don't realize that our Dharma, which is our soul's calling, our soul's highest purpose, can actually come from the things that we've been through, the pain that we've been through. Our mess becomes our message. Clearly, your mess has become your mission and your message. My question to that is, I want to kind of double click a little bit about, because you touched on it before, and how important the masculine container and the feminine container is for really powerful business building. Because while we're talking about health, I think, both of these things go hand in hand. And how have you noticed? What have you guys noticed and appreciated about each other?
I've been learning a lot about masculine and feminine because if to just rewind my life for the last maybe 15 years, I'm going to openly say that I've been a lot in my masculine because you need to build grind and kind of like stay away from the emotions to a degree. But what I also realized that is a wrong way to look at it. Like we all have both masculine and feminine. A lot of businesses right now are run on masculine energy.
Hard masculine
energy. But that is just pure commercialism. That is why a lot of customers feel it. They're very commercially driven. There is no emotion. There's no personality. So now we're moving into the direction where businesses need a bit more of the personality. It needs a bit more realness to it. It needs more authenticity and more emotions. And that's also businesses that are run purely by women. I feel they lack that also balance of maybe structure, financial structure, the more ambition, more aggression, even in a healthy way.
Yeah, or
competitiveness, because I find competitiveness is a healthy energy. You know, as long as there's everything within, and it's natural. Human nature is supposed to be.
And that would be the healthy masculine as well.
That would be the healthy masculine, absolutely. But feminine, the intuition. We don't launch products because we decide, oh, this is really good for business. It's like intuition. I listen to my intuition. Collagen was pure intuition. I just knew it. And we worked on this for 2 years, and they had a big hurdle in the production logistics. And team said, no, we can't launch it. I'm like, guys, we're launching it. We're launching it, and something will work out. So pure intuition. And that's where maybe Brad also will, I don't know, we'll hear him out in a second. But for me, he brought a lot of incredible structure that I was missing. He brought a lot of clarity and order. And that I'm very grateful for, you know, and maybe healthy ambition and aggression and competitiveness, which is healthy, where I'm pure emotion, pure product development, pure passion.
And that's the feminine side.
That is the feminine side.
So you can lean more into your
So with him entering the business, I actually dropped more into my femininity. And I'm grateful for my personal relationship because I am becoming more of a woman. He allows me to be more of a woman in my day-to-day life, you know? So that is beautiful.
It's powerful. It's powerful because I feel like I see so much around taking down the masculine a lot. And I think that is kind of a narrative now. And I just want to appreciate the masculine container. I love the masculine container.
I feel more safe even in general because I don't have, for example, masculine, like I don't have my brother or dad with me very nearby, or like I don't have a husband, right, at this point. But that I feel within the structure of the business, I feel that healthy masculine coming from Brad. And he's also very healthy masculine. There's a lot of unhealthy masculine.
Oh, yeah.
He's an epitome of a healthy masculine. So that's for sure.
So do you want to speak to that? The healthy masculine and the unhealthy masculine?
Yeah, for sure. I think
I don't think he can be a biased.
No, I have few important women in my life. Again, I've been through some difficult situations. I lost my mum at a very young age. So any woman who's within my tight circle, I treat them like an absolute queen, like an absolute princess, because they provide a certain part in my life which is just completely void otherwise. So I really just have the utmost time, utmost respect for any woman that's in my life. And that's why with Nat, our relationship goes far beyond just the business. Even on I don't know, Valentine's Day, she's got flowers at her door.
Yeah.
I think of all these things. The relationship goes far beyond that. Anytime we're going through anything, we're always there for each other. So yeah, I think guys really need to get into the situation where they do just treat women with so much more respect than what I'm seeing around me. Because I was raised by my granddad, so the principles which have been passed down to me is they're ingrained into me. It's always walking on the outside of the road. It's just always always opening the door, always doing these things, and always being a provider. And I don't know it any other way. But I see how other men talk about women and hooking up with women, and I don't align with it at all. You know, it's
Scorpio
really
also.
Loyal. Yeah.
Really, I think if you can have certain women in your life and you can really foster those relationships, take care of them, then it can be it really can be an amazing addition to your life.
And we disagree. Of course, we disagree. And this is also he would always as a woman, I would be emotions come through, you know, and he was just no, pick up the phone, I have to talk to you. And I ignore it. It's I have to talk to you because this is not good. Pick up the phone.
I love that.
And this is beautiful because we are brother and sister, for sure. It goes beyond, as he said, beyond business and Brad has a beautiful girlfriend now that I adore.
Yay!
Not approved.
It's a problem.
Natasha's approval of the girlfriend is like the same as the parents'
Big
approval.
sister approved.
Big sister approval is given. But yeah, this is why it's beautiful. He teaches me to be a healthy feminine, and he is a very healthy masculine. Beautiful in business. We will for sure be creating continuously more projects, but I feel like next project will be even more successful because now we are in perfect balance. I don't need to compensate more for masculine energy. He doesn't need to compensate for feminine energy to understand the market, to understand the product development and that. So it's a perfect match.
And what I'm hearing is like the trust that you guys both
100%.
have in each other, and that's so beautiful. So there's two things that I want to go into next, but the first is, you know, when you had so much passion of like, oh my gosh, I'm healed. I wanna go save the world.
He was 24/7. Like I think I would ask him. He was like 24/7. I'm like, Brad, can you go please and have a weekend? He's like, I can't.
Well, because that's masculine. The healthy masculine is like, I need to fix the problem. I need to fix the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
So when you're in that full flow and just you're in that mode, and both of you are kind of like, okay, we can create this for the world. What do you see now with other brands? And because supplements aren't really regulated and anybody can make any claims, and I know you guys put so much work, and we'll get to the collagen in a second. But you've put so much hard work, blood, tears, you know, research, and so much passion into a lot of your products. What do you see that's kind of missing now with a lot of the supplements that are making those claims? And I've even seen certain brands that I love that, like Amazon, you know, is creating their own brands, and you don't even know if it's real or not because they even print the labels to be the same. And how could we?
The Thorn, you're referring to Thorn, right? I don't know
It's
if you've seen it.
Oh my God, did I fall for that?
I'm scared someone's going to make one like that for us.
Yeah, I feel like I know for a fact that there is already a replicas in China of the famous Vital Proteins brand and so on and so on. So it's happening. You need to be really, really careful. Yes, they're not very much regulated, but that's why we take it so seriously. I take it so to heart, everything. And even like the case that happened, I don't know if you're aware, I don't know if we want to talk about it, but somebody did like a big fake report about the collagen. So we sat down, we said, look, we want to evolve from the situation even further, because obviously we have all the documentation, but maybe it's not enough. So we activated the US clinical studies. It actually activated it way before before that. But we found a lab that creates tests and tests bioavailability of the supplement. Okay. So all these tests are now like, we found like almost 8 of them that goes really deep, and this will be soon available on our website. So you need to ask a supplement brand. You need to ask for the certificates. You need to ask for the approvals and all that. And the more tests, the more confirmation. And even take it to the lab yourself. You know, I always encourage, if there's a certain disbelief, take it and do your own research, but don't also trust the marketing. Don't always trust.
Yeah, because now I've heard that certain proteins have high amounts of like
for
heavy
example,
metals.
Let's take matcha, right?
Yeah.
So the matcha, we actually test every batch for heavy metals. You know how there's like a lot of people now claiming that matcha is high in cadmium or high in heavy metals. But again, that applies to everything. Come on, in this age and time, any product, any ingredient, any food source can be contaminated. So you can't just generalize, but you need to know where it's coming from. And that, as a consumer, you have a full right to ask, and you have full right to do your own test. So we test our matcha. Our matcha is heavy metal free.
Wow.
And we do this every test. And anyone who needs that as a confirmation, they can only request it via email or via another channel, via WhatsApp, and we will send it to them. But again, in addition to that, if you're still questioning it, do your own research. And we can even direct you to multiple labs that you can choose from to do your own independent test to gain that trust. But unfortunately, we live in this world right now where you have to check everything. There are brands that you trust, and there are brands that you don't know. And that is for you to decide and do your own research.
This is big, and I do want to kind of, you know, speak to that, because you guys have both been so open in kind of squashing anything that comes your way, because I feel like as a wellness company that is really defying the odds and really kind of, you know, having a community approach, you went ahead and created the most different kind of collagen supplement that I've ever seen, heard of, and tasted. It tastes like sour apple Jello. And I grew up in the States, so you guys know, Jello. We love our Jello. But now it's like really healthy collagen Jello that we should be.
But
and you guys schooled me on the differences of collagen. So can we talk about all of that?
of course, this is my favorite topic. The innovation.
Yes.
We like to create. But do you know that collagen actually comes as a jello in our skin? This is what makes our skin bouncy. All this this is collagen in your skin. It's not a powder.
Okay.
It's a jello.
Yeah.
So we did not create the jello. The jello was always there. Collagen, when it's in its own original form, whether it's within your body or within the animal or it's extracted, it comes out as a gel.
And that's why when you get bone broth,
Correct.
the beef bone broth
Correct.
or the other
When
bone broth, it's like
when it's
full
warm,
gelatin.
When it's warm, it becomes liquid.
Yeah.
Same with our collagen. When it's warm, it becomes liquid, but then you put it in the fridge. That's why people get concerned, it's liquid. It's okay, because your bone broth would also get liquid when it's hot. And then when it's in the fridge, it's really thick.
It's
And
jelly.
with our case, because we don't have any other amino acids and there's very minimal water, it's even more thick. It's really like hard jello because it's pure unprocessed collagen.
Wow.
Then what majority of the manufacturers do and have done for the logistics purposes, for the commercial purposes, is that they would dehydrate that. So they would take already that beautiful, which is very hard to be shelf stable, right?
That
And
jello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And make it tasty, also not very easy. So they just dehydrate it. The problem with dehydration, majority of the companies, I'm not saying all, in order to dehydrate it very quickly commercially, it exposes the collagen molecule to high heat. From high heat, collagen molecule often gets destroyed. So it turns into gelatin.
And we're talking about like up to 180 degrees at times.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're not
wow.
just talking like bath temperature, up to 180 degrees.
So they're going to dehydrate that jello, and then basically you're left with like, who really knows how
No,
much
you left
collagen
with some
you have?
collagen, but mostly gelatin, a lot of amino acids that your body is able to take because your body is able to produce your own collagen from the amino acids. This is why eating a lot of bone broth, it has collagen, but heat, also prolonged heat destroys the collagen molecule. This is science. This is not just we claiming that. And it's very sensitive to the heat, and it turns to gelatin. So it's still jellified, but the triple helix structure of the collagen, I'm throwing like certain science word, they're already kind of like damaged. So for your body, when that molecule comes, that body does not understand it anymore as a collagen, so it cannot use it as a raw material.
So it's not as bioavailable for you to absorb it.
So it just pulls out the amino acids and start building blocks for the collagen. But with the collagen, when it's unprocessed with our bioactive, that's why we call it bioactive, because as soon as it enters the body, your body looks at it, this is already available to put into gut, available for the joints, to the skin, to this. It doesn't need any more work to produce your own collagen, but also it has a type 4, which is very rare in the collagen, so we really innovated that.
And tell us about the type 4, because
type 4 is actually,
you were telling me that not very many collagen companies have type 4.
And that's why
why
people see results very quickly, because this is the collagen type that instantly forces your own body to produce more collagen. So in a way, you with one type 1, 2, 3 that comes in as a raw material is bioactive collagen jelly, it's already replenishing where it's deficient. So your body will distribute as it decides. You can't tell, put more into the skin because I want to look younger. It will identify where it needs more collagen because that's how our immune system and body works. But the type 4 comes in and it teaches your own cellular health, like cellular function, to produce your own collagen. So people see results within literally 3-4 weeks. Ask anyone. Like so many.
I mean, I loved it when I was trying it for the first time. It was just, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is completely. And people would be like, what are you doing? I'm like, I haven't gotten any lasers. I haven't done anything. I'm just only taking this bio jelly collagen that tastes like
Yeah, and that's
Sour
why people.
apple.
That's why people will say you created collagen. No, we didn't create. We just stopped processing the stuff. Over processing stuff, and we kept it as it is. Yes, it took us 2 years to get the flavor right because it was not easy. It was a very much back and forth. At first, it was unflavored. And trust me, you will not be able to.
Yeah,
eat
the unflavored. I don't know. If
we had to create still a product that majority of people can't because it's better for them to enjoy it, still get the benefits than not to enjoy it.
I mean, my kids love it. So Mama's, it's great for kids because,
it's great for everyone. Absolutely.
And it's great because like they just have a spoonful and then they're like, okay, I want more and more.
And it's great amino acids for them too. Like a great, like the collagen, like we're 30% collagen. And as we age, we're losing every year, especially if you're smoking, if you're toxins, we live in a hot, heat and sun destroys collagen. This is also already well known. So this is one of the top supplements you can take for your sleep, for your gut, for your skin, for your hair, and of course for your joints, because mobility,
we need that.
We say the usefulness is how flexible you are. There's nothing more to it.
So true. Got to do more of that hot yoga too.
Another thing I'll add as well, the reason why like supplements are actually effective, one, it can be like a genius innovation, it truly works. But the real kind of thing which makes supplements super effective is how consistent are you with them?
Yeah.
And I don't know how many people are consistent with scooping powders and taking pills, like maybe like 1, 2, 3 days back to back, and then, forgotten, so I didn't fancy choking on this pill this morning. Whereas when you produce something, this is why gummies do so well, right? Gummies, they're not necessarily the most bioavailable form of supplement. Lots of sugar. But
it's also not very. It's mostly gelatin.
Yeah, they're not the best. There's still some active ingredient in there. The reason people see some result from that because they are delicious.
They
take it every day. So this is almost what the collagen's doing. You've got something which is incredibly effective. It's delicious. The amount of DMs and everything we get, I just can't wait to wake up in the morning to get that collagen out of the fridge and have a scoop. So when you're that consistent with something which is generally an innovation that works, like voila, of course people are going to get results.
But what I can't watch, personally it hurts, is the collagen creamers, because if you're trying to mix collagen with coffee, you cannot digest it. This is why we encourage that you have to take our collagen outside everything, so your body doesn't break it down into the amino acids and take it as a raw material, as a collagen. Very, very important. So don't put it into smoothies. This will just come in as amino acids and gelatin. And gelatin is a degraded form of collagen. If gelatin would have given us the same results as collagen, we would be already all glowing from the capsules that we've consumed in our lives made from gelatin. It does not work. It doesn't work. It's not the same. It's an active form of collagen. It's just gelatin, It's just amino acids.
So that's completely different.
It's completely different. So I see a lot of TikTokers doing collagen bombs from fruits and gelatin, and I look at it and I'm like, good luck. It's great initiative, it's great fun, but if you want medical grade collagen, make sure that this triple helix structure is still there. That is not gelatin. You cannot take powder, mix it with water and expect your skin to glow. It needs to be collagen, very minimally processed, and you have to do the test that is still collagen present. And we've done this.
And that's what you've done. Yeah. And that's the bioactive.
Yes. And if everyone wants to do their own research, we are more than happy to explain which sort of test that can actually testify and justify and confirm the presence of collagen.
This is amazing, you guys. So I think what I'm learning from both of you, because you are obviously so, you guys are such avid readers and researchers, and literally, I feel like clinicians kind of in the field, in the wild.
You should see our DMs. It's just non-stop. No, I've just found this out. Have you heard this? No, have you read this yet?
We're obsessed. I love it. I cannot be around anyone unless they're obsessed about something. I respect everyone being obsessed. No, you can have your own obsession. But but we are obsessed with that because I was so sick, guys. You have no idea. I was so sick in my 20s. I was diagnosed with hypothyroid. I was put on a hormonal therapy in my 20s. I had fully blown PCOS. I don't know if you know that. This is fertility issue.
Yes,
and they say you can't cure PCOS. And yes, you did. I did. You can. But it took me a while to figure out. So I needed to be super sick. So I get obsessed. So I attend hundreds of seminars, read hundreds of books, really dig deep to heal myself. So because of that, I can give that knowledge to everyone now in the shortest period of time, whether it's through products, service, or pure information. But I needed to be sick and I needed to be obsessed. The only way to be obsessed is to really need to fix something.
Of course.
So that's why I'm grateful for. That's why I love people with obsession. You know, that means they will always get it if they want.
It's amazing. It's amazing. I want to now segue into the thought that's on everyone's mind, which is the fact that you guys,
everyone's mind?
the
What do we
fact
not
that
know?
you guys, when you go on your Instagram on Health Nag, the first or second or third video that's pinned is you guys winning Shark Tank.
That was an
And
experience.
so as a, founder duo, first of all, we know, everybody has a dream of creating something. And we always talk about the Brave Table, how, we're braving the next iteration of ourselves. We're braving a reinvention or, our passions. And for you guys to not only create a business from your passions and from your own dharma, but then also going on Shark Tank and presenting this to sharks, how is that whole experience, and what's something that you guys learned from it that you've incorporated it in the business since?
I lived obviously in London. I mean, we all watched Dragon's Den, which is a version of Shark Tank, just the UK version. And of course, I watched Shark Tank many, many times. I was always very entrepreneurial, but I would always watch it because I'm not really a big fan of useless TV. So for me, I always want to learn. So I watch hundreds of episodes, and I would always imagine when you're on the couch, and I remember watching with my husband before, and it's like I would do this like this. Oh, come on, why can't you present it in a better way? It's like yeah. One day you will. If imagine you would be there, how would you know? How would you act? So you don't know. And then when the opportunity came, I was like, yes, now finally I can actually live this experience. And of course we were like over the moon. And same for Brad. Like he's like, oh my God, Shark Tank. We've seen so many episodes. Let's do it. We were invited actually.
Amazing.
We were invited by Shark Tank. We didn't know that it was launching in the UAE. So when it did, it was like, it's a no-brainer, we're doing it. And at that time, we don't have investors at this moment. At that moment, we also didn't. And we were open to actually getting investors on board. So we said yes and thought maybe there will be an interesting proposition. And I don't know, have you seen the episode?
I haven't seen it, but I saw the clip that's literally gone viral on your Instagram.
Yeah, and it was pretty an amazing experience. We basically got not just an offer from all the sharks. We actually got an extra offer, and they were giving us more and more and more and more. And then we did say yes to two of them.
Yeah.
At the end.
So, well, congratulations. I mean, that's a huge feat.
Thank you.
And so the question on everyone's mind is, should everybody be on Shark Tank that has a dream, that has a vision, that has a mission?
I would say yes to everything that life's given you. The opportunity is you will learn a lot. Like it was just funny how we were just preparing the speech as well, and how we were practicing it together.
There was literally...
You guys did practice.
There was before we went on stage, there must literally no word of a lie. There was a puddle of sweat underneath both of us. This one was an absolute nervous wreck.
I am never nervous.
No, and I'll tell you what actually did happen. And no one knows this, but I don't think anyone knows this other than me and Nat. The first time we walked out, I don't know if this is on video or not, but we come out, these doors come open.
And then you go,
we see the thing. We walk out like, right, I'm going to do it now. And then it goes, hi, I'm... And then I just completely went. And then they're like, go again. I was like, fine. And then we came back out, and then, we nailed the second one.
Already by that time, was like literally pounding here.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know why is it so, like we totally got this. We've got multiple public speaking occasions. But it was just like, we had perfect speech, and it was natural. We don't have to learn anything. But then you go blank. So, but then you catch up.
Yeah.
And then in the end, they obviously loved us. Two of them were users. It's not a nice way, but they
were clients, users, yes, consumers.
Yeah. So Amira was actually saying, Natasha, I'm already using your product, so this is for me. I'm going to give you an offer. Faisal knew also the product already and tried them all already. Like, where I was very interested. So, and then they started to have a little bit of a war between them. Like, no, I'm going to invest. No, I'm going to invest. No, we want to come in, all of us. No, he said, no, I'm going to be only with Amira. So it was like a bit of a play, and it was really fun. And we were just going to the wall to discuss who to accept, and then Noura said, Nat, we have a better offer for you, come back. And they gave us a better offer. So it's like, it was like, wow experience. We were so overwhelmed.
Yeah, it was crazy.
We were so happy and grateful for the experience, for the offers, for the comments. It just confirmed that what we were doing was right. We were on the right track. And to be honest, that is the main conclusion out of this experience. And we are really, really grateful.
It's huge. I mean, I feel like it's just a testament to what people are looking for and what people are desiring, because I feel like both of you individually in your Instagrams, but then collectively with what you've created at Health Nag is just, I think we're curious to see what's to come. 2 questions before we head into our rapid fire round, which is our spill the matcha round today, well, obviously, everybody wants to try Health Nag. So I know we have a Brave Table discount, which we'll put in the show notes. But where can we get a hold? And what's the first product that everybody should try? Because you have a lot of things.
Here.
You have the electrolytes, which
have you tried it?
I have, and I love it. I literally I was in the Philippines and I took my kids, and that was what helped us in the Philippines.
Now that I'm in Dubai, I just arrived from Europe. I'm on 2 a day because it's so
you're 2 a day.
It's essential.
It's hot.
Essential.
Yeah.
It's essential. And I feel like this is it's not as sweet as some of the other stuff that is out there. And there's no like artificial.
Nothing artificial.
Nothing
just
artificial.
Sweetened with a bit of stevia, juicy watermelon.
Juicy watermelon.
So tasty.
So everybody should start with their electrolytes.
So for me, a lot of things that I do, pretty simple. You don't need to complicate. You need to be hydrated. Yeah, I eat super clean. Collagen, I take it like just as a bone broth because first of all, bone broth is overheated as well. So it's a mixture, as we discussed. So if somebody
people take the collagen, they don't need to really do bone broth then.
No.
Especially if they're healing their gut.
It's still good as a food, right? It's still good, but nothing can compare. But you cannot compare the bone broth to collagen. It does not equal collagen. This is my point. There will be water, there will be amino acids, there will be gelatin, and there will be some collagen as well. But it's important to, if you want to highly concentrate it, then this is collagen. My routine, I always stay hydrated. So I start my day with a glass of warm water because I believe in warm water, not cold water. I would always use at least this once in the morning. And then as I go on with my day, another 2. If I sweat, 3. Like yesterday, I went to the Russian banya. I had 3. And I felt amazing. I felt like, wow. Because when you're hydrated, you have the energy. Yeah. Sometimes thirst shows up as hunger. So instead of eating, have a glass of electrolyte, and it's suddenly you don't want anything.
Right.
So it's important to be hydrated. If somebody wants to start, I would start with electrolytes completely. They're really easy. They're on the go.
Which you can get at healthnag.com. And you guys ship internationally because our audience is international.
Just around the GCC and the US alone.
Okay, and the US.
Really
the US,
We worked on flavor for so long. I wanted like a really subtle, really refreshing, very natural flavor. And because a lot of the electrolytes that I've tried all over the world by really great brands, they're still really, really strong. They're either sweet or artificially flavored. And it's really hard for me to drink it, obviously, like that. But when it's created by me, I can trust this.
Well, and I have to say, we don't have the collagen to be visualized and seen right now, but hands down, I think that's probably that's your MVP.
I think it's a staple for absolutely every single person in any stage of life, because it's literally, as Nat said earlier, 30% of our whole entire body. But if you're really beauty conscious and you want to optimize your skin, it's 80 to 70% of your skin. Yeah. If you want to stop your hair fall, if you want to help with the health of your hair, it's the precursor to keratin. It's helping build the foundations of your hair. Even if you're really worried about your nails and you're spending a fortune on all these nail visits, if you want to support the true health of your nails, start taking collagen. And then if you're looking at it from a completely different lens, whether it's to do with performance, whether it's to do with athletics, whether it's to do with gym, again, it's like most important thing you can do for your joints. So before it's like putting all these straps around your joints and putting on all this arnica.
Especially for athletes. But elderlies.
And even for all our parents.
That is the most important
Get
thing.
them the collagen.
Absolutely.
Because I feel like the number of our elderly family members that have RA, rheumatoid arthritis,
100%.
and all of our joint pain.
My mom was on a joint pain medication for last, I think, 4 years. So I put her on the collagen. I sent her like literally a stack of like 10, I think. And I think she messaged me on month 3.5 something. She said, I've stopped the joint pain medication.
Oh
Your
my
collagen
gosh.
is phenomenal. I'm like, wow, this is incredible. Like this is a
It's a testament from your mama.
like from my mom. And now I advise everyone who has somebody in the family, either mom and dad or even granddad and grandma, give them the collagen. It's the best gift we can give to our parents and to our elderly is the collagen.
It's amazing. So fam, go ahead. We're going to drop the link in the show notes as well, and you can grab it. There is international shipping to the US, so stay tuned for that. But let's get into our Spill the Chai, aka matcha round. So now, your favorite wellness hack individually. Whoever wants to answer that first.
My God, I'm such a wrong person to ask because I'm like full of them.
Pick one,
but
your favorite.
I would say, as a hack, fasting.
Fasting. Okay.
Still my favorite. And even if you just don't do a prolonged one.
What's your like
fasting
cycle?
Even just fasting for a day, like once a week.
A day once a week.
Will give your body a powerful immunity boost. And if you can, in your life, at least do 3 days with the kid when you also include some colon cleansing, you will probably transform into a completely new human being.
Really?
Because the amount of toxins that's stored in our digestive system is beyond what we can actually imagine. Only when you do this comprehensive cleanse along with the fasting, and when you enter the autophagy, is actually when your cellular cleansing begins, and all the old precancerous cells getting recycled or destroyed. The amount of energy, the mood, the sleep that you can achieve after this detox is the best hack. And if you don't have any health issues, it's the first thing you do. If you have any health issues, use the first thing you do.
And where can we find the detox?
And this is also available on our website.
On Health
And
Nag.
this is the first product that was born in the line, and it was for 2 years. We only had that one product, which is this 3-day detox.
Interesting.
Plus the colon cleanse. You don't lose your dignity with this. It's not a laxative. It's just a powerful type of fiber that is able to really remove and break down the undigested waste, the parasites, the biofilm of the candida, and even the mold, and drag it out in a perfectly dignified way. And it's really, really amazing and important and critical to combine it with fasting, because then you don't dragging out the food. You're actually allowing your body to dump everything into the digestive system, into your liver, and then eliminate it safely. Powerful wellness hack.
Okay, so this is the first thing that we should do. So we'll link that also in the show notes. And does that do anything on your liver? Is it too much for your liver to handle?
It's absolutely not too much for your liver. It's actually great. Your liver wants a break. Your pancreas wants a break. Your digestive system wants a break. Your digestive system is working 24/7, especially all those snackers, and it's exhausted. It does not have energy to work on everything else. Millions of processes happening in your body just for you not to die. Every single day, 24/7, millions of functions. Fasting allows your body to do what it really needs, to kill the cancer, to clean itself, to purify the digestive system, to regenerate your gut lining. Your liver needs a bit of a break, because there is no supplements in there. It's just a break. It's insoluble fiber. It's not a meal plan. It's not heavy on supplements. There are some enzymes that help you to break down the biofilm within your digestive system, because the candida has an ability to create a shield. So you can take all the antifungals you want, and it will not work unless you break down the biofilm. It drags out the entire biofilm. You will not achieve that with any other fasting, with any other fiber, with any other supplement.
All right, you guys, this is the first thing that we've got to do. That was a good one. Okay, your turn.
Yeah, for me, listening to the circadian clock and abiding by a circadian clock. Like, so many people are still eating up until like 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night, and then they're waking up like way beyond sunrise. One of the worst things you can do, but one of the easiest shifts that you can make, literally just wake up with sunrise, tone it down with sunset, stop eating after 6 or 7 p.m. And I know this so well. But every single time I'm still on my laptop around 9 or 10, and every single time I eat around like 10 o'clock, I get into bed, and when I can feel heavy, I know I'm not going to sleep properly tonight. And I wake up the next morning, I don't feel anywhere near as rested. And two of the biggest functions for our health is our gut health. 70% of our immunity resides in there. when that's damaged, our immunity's down, our energy's down, it's just totally not worth it. And then the second one is also our sleep. Our sleep is foundational to everything. If you're not sleeping properly, if you're not getting into that deep restorative sleep, you're going to get neurological damage. You're not going to have the same level of energy the next day, and growth hormones going to be reduced. It's really, that's where you're doing all of your repair overnight. So if you're abusing like your body's like ancient wisdom by eating and working too late, then you're not going to give your body what it needs in order to feel amazing the next day.
We look so like, we look at people who have dinner at 5-6 p.m. like they are crazy, but crazy on them. Crazy is the conditioning that having a dinner at 9 and 10 is normal. That is what truly crazy.
9 and 10 p.m. That's an act.
That's a job.
Oh my! And if you aren't following Natasha, she goes in and she. I mean, I've learned a few things from you about what food combining, what not to eat, especially the not eating after 5 p.m.
It's not about longevity. People think, I want to enjoy life and I want to, I don't want to be miserable like you are with all this, like saying, guys, I have so much fun in my life. Are you kidding me? Miserable is not me. I'm always in a good mood. I'm always full of energy. I'm always doing something. I'm always out. I can eat out, but the choice.
So you'll go out, but you just won't eat after 9 p.m. 7.
Yeah, normally,
okay.
Normally one. Or I eat something super small and something just protein. I will not touch sugar. I will not, there's like life happens. But in general, I have my dinner by 6 and I don't eat afterwards. I want to be not just living longer. I want to just really have a lot of energy.
Abundance.
So abundance of everything, and they think once you remove that habit, you don't feel deprived. Like, tell a person who eats pasta every day and they will feel miserable, but tell me, I'm okay, I'm not eating it anyway. So it's just once you get slowly to that level already, everything is working for you in a healthy way, you actually don't feel deprived and you enjoy life as much, but you have more energy, your body is younger, you have more joy, you have better sleep, you have better everything. I have now better everything that I had in my 20s. Everything.
It's amazing.
Everything is better.
Oh my goodness.
So we tend to think that everything gets worse with the age is because of our choices. No, life just begins at 40.
It's true. Welcome to 40, baby. Oh my gosh, this was such a incredible conversation. I think that I feel like Brave Table fam, you've learned a lot. I know we're all taking notes here. One last question that I leave everybody with is one word that describes this season and stage of life.
Evolution. Always. For me, ask me any day, for me it's always evolution. We're evolving Health Nag. We are launching 2 new projects. And I am leaving my masculine side behind, and Brad is now taking over that masculine side. So evolution,
full evolution. What about you, Brad?
For me, just growth from every single angle, through mindset, through lifestyle, through business, through friendships, through partnerships, just
that's
everything.
Evolution
just
too.
Evolution. There we go. We're
evolution. We're aligned.
Amazing, amazing. Well, you both are so inspiring, and obviously we can see and we can tell how much love and passion and commitment and just the fact that you guys both pour your hearts into the products that you create and really creating, a company that's from the heart and the soul, and we can feel that, we can see that. So thank you so much for spilling it all on the Brave Table.
Thank you so much for having us. Thank you.
Wow. I don't know about you, but this was probably one of the most inspiring conversations in a long time. So I don't know what you're doing right now, but definitely go ahead, follow Health Nag right now. You can go ahead and follow Brad and Natasha as well. If you're curious about Health Nag products, all right, their detox, their matcha, their bioactive collagen jelly, we're linking it all in the show notes where you get a little handy dandy discount. And if you're watching this on YouTube but haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead, click that subscribe button, click the like button, and let us know what actually moved you today and what are you doing differently in your health. It really helps us grow the show more than you know. Thank you so much for tuning in week after week. Share this with a family member that needs to be more brave in their health, and I will see you next time. You know I've got so much more in store for you, so if you are really ready to dive in and keep owning your emotions like the boss that you are, click right here. Go ahead, don't be shy. I'll see you in the next one. Keep shining.